Collective. Hello, Twin Flames. Welcome back to IMDG Tarot. Thank you so very much for those who are here, to all of those who have supported my readings and my channel throughout the year. I am very happy to have you guys here, and those who are new. If you resonate with this, not everyone will. It is for the collective. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I still have perks below going on in the description. Check the description. My Etsy shop links are there, and any other thing that you guys need, information, how you can follow me on TikTok, that kind of stuff is down there as well. So don't forget to check out those links. I am closing the shop, of course, for the holiday days, and then opening them up after that. So the spots are currently filled and will continue starting January for new open spots that will be there. So this is 2022 predictions. Okay, we've done the end of year. You can go to my live stream that I did earlier this week, and you can see the end of year predictions to sign you guys off for this year, finish off strong feminines and masculines and twins and any other soul connections who come here. And we're going to see what to expect, what to prepare for, what we can hope for and dream for in 2022. So like I said, feminines and anyone else here watching, let's finish off this year strong. We have hope for next year. Don't give up, twins. We have to keep going. We have our masculines, and sometimes, well, a lot of the time, we're really holding up their energy, and we've been through pain and grief and sorrow and separations and unions and separations and runner chaser. But many of you out there have come into communication this year with your twin in some way, or you've had some kind of some kind of steps that have been made, progress that has been seen, even in just yourself. So what's important is we start with self, inner union, inner love, unconditional love, before we can reach that wholeness and harmony. So, which leads to union, the 3D union. So we are going to look at next year. I'm going to use some affirmation cards today. I really love these. There aren't very many, but we're going to get some affirmations for you feminines for next year. And even to finish off this year, came in this beautiful little box with some bookmarkers and stuff. Really awesome. And today I'm going to stand up the cards on this little thing here. We have our New Year's fireworks, everything going on back there. I'm going to use Astrological zodiac dice today, so we're going to get your signs and also predictions in that way as well. So we're going to see what to expect for this next, pretty much this next phase, next chapter in our twin flame journey with our masculines, and we're gonna see what changes, what shifts, and again, how you can prepare. There's gonna be a lot more about your mission, a lot more about how you can come into union and wholeness and inner harmony to bring forward, to help you and your masculine ascend, which again brings that divine union. So without anything else said, this is my last reading of the year. You guys can reach me in my Etsy messages for the shop or my email. So we will go ahead, get started. Let's keep that hope, light, and love for the future of this connection. Let's a lot of us still are having a hard time in the surrender stage. We are plagued with obsessive thoughts all the time, or we as the feminine collective have a lot that we have to let go of and things like that. So let's purge, heal, cleanse, and start our new chapter and get us into union, because that is my mission for you guys. That is what I am supposed to do for you guys. So let's start here. Next year, Spirit, 2022. For the Now we may see a slow start for some of the masculines. We may see that they're still stuck in karmic situations. We are going to get some karmic update as well here. We may see that they're still struggling with letting go as well. Masculine, struggling with motivation, with lighting their spark of creativity and manifestation. And look at that, the masculine and the feminine Empress. And I like seeing that. We got the Hierophant. Yeah, I see that the masculine is going to be fighting against the traditional social construct of things. Definitely could be talking about if they've had this partnership or karmic or soul counterpart, marriage, whatever it might be, that they're dealing with family, friends, ties, that is going to be challenged. So I'm going to put the card I talk about here, and then when I'm done, they'll kind of be laid out here. So we can start with the Hierophant. So yeah, the Hierophant is going to be that spirit guide, is going to be that challenge for the masculine next year, where the masculine is going to be thinking about and contemplating this 3D illusion that we all live in, basically, that is the 3D physical world, and look more deeper into the spirit realm, more deeper into the divine masculine, divine feminine realm. And I feel like the masculine is going to be questioning everything. They're going to start really looking deep inside and really be looking at their current karmic ties, their current partners, work, careers. Everything is going to be called into question, and they're going to start kind of rebelling against this system. They're going to start to stand up for themselves as they seek the truth and more depth of this connection with you and in themselves. That's what we're getting out of this Hierophant there. Our divine Empress, the divine feminine, all of that, all of this time that you guys have spent apart from each other, the masculine has been constantly receiving these signs, synchronicities, numbers, your name, people who look like you. They've been constantly reminded of your energy, of your pull from your side, your spirit, your everything that happened between you guys. All these memories have really been coming up for the masculine, and I'm getting that without their feminine next to them during this, you know, with many of you who are still in separation, they definitely have been feeling lonely. They've been thinking a lot about you, thinking a lot about themselves, about, again, this three-dimensional world and how you make them feel so different, so much more unique, so much, just so much more is what I'm getting from your masculines. And you've been a great part of that. You've been a great part of their spiritual growth, of their realizations. You've helped to send them those positive love, light vibrations, and anything that, any fears you've had, they've mirrored. Any fears they have, you've mirrored, and you've kind of been working together as a soul team. But I feel like the masculine is greatly missing their feminine and wanting to comfort you, wanting to talk to you, to sit next to you, to protect you, if for many of them who feel very protective of you. And a lot of these things that they've been thinking about is going to be a part of this challenge, them challenging the system, them seeing the truth, looking beneath the surface. 9 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the masculine isn't feeling very happy or satisfied. So they're going to look at this. They're going to look at all of the ways that they felt unsatisfied, unhappy, unloved, and how they've been treated in the past, especially this past year. And it's definitely going to wake them up. It's definitely going to change things for you guys. It's going to shift things significantly. And I feel like they're going to seek more truth, authenticity, and they feel very authentic in your presence. They feel very real and truthful and honest with you. This is how they feel, not some of them have not been honest with their feelings towards you. But I get that with this whole world that they have, reality they've built up in their lives and their career paths and people and all that other stuff, pretty much that they've thought that they have been so fulfilled. They thought this is what's supposed to make them happy. But now when they're looking at it much deeper, they still are seeing and recognizing that something is missing from them, from their life. And I'm going to put my money on the Empress on this one. That has a lot to do with that. Okay, Ten of Swords reverse. So the upright is going to be talking about a lot of pain, trauma, betrayal. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. So the Ten of Swords reverse, though, the masculine is seeing through all of this. They're seeing through the pain, and they're starting to they were making excuses in the past for the karmic or for their friends, family, whoever was blocking this connection, interfering this past year, and beyond that. They were rationalizing, they were trying to make excuses for themselves of why they were staying, why they had such a hard time letting go and leaving. In the next year, 2022, is going to be all about seeing through the ruse, seeing the truth, no longer giving them excuses, no longer, giving themselves excuses, and finally bearing this down, putting it into reality, checking this reality, and then letting it go, challenging it, rebelling against it, basically, standing up and saying they've had enough. Ace of Wands in reverse. Everything is in reverse. Which isn't always a bad thing, because a lot of these reversals are having to do with reality versus, or the true reality. We make these realities, but then there's that thing that everybody seeks, which is truth, right? The depth beneath the surface. And with the help of spirit guides, with the help of the guidance of each other, there is going to be a whole shutdown of lies, illusions. The mask is falling off next year, and the things that have been in place for so long are going to start to disintegrate, or going to start to no longer play a part in this connection anymore. So, Ace of Wands in reverse. There are going to be some continuances of blocks in the connection next year, some setbacks and some roadblocks here coming up between you guys. So there's still a separation. There is still some distance with you and your masculine. However, during this time, it's very, very important. It's going to be vital in reconciliation, reunion, in inner 5D union, which always comes first. Because it's very hard to love others when we don't love ourselves. We start to spread our insecurities and project all of that onto our partner. So what I'm saying is that this separation is still divinely orchestrated to set things right, to set things back on the right course. Things have gone off the rails, off in different directions because of stubbornness, because of ego, because of the setbacks and roadblocks and delays. And this one is divinely supposed to be set in place in order for this to be challenged, in order for your masculine to be challenged and the mask to come off, to reveal the truth of everything that they have put into their life right now, and especially things that have blocked you guys or kept you apart. So very, very intense. But I'm still seeing it as positive, as necessary. So the masculine has been trying to move on for a long time. They've been trying to leave, depart, let go of karmic ties, let go of the codependency, let go of these people who don't serve a purpose that is greater than a lesson of their lives. But there have been a lot of challenges that have been getting in the way of that. And they keep returning to this person, they keep returning to that life because there's still something there that they didn't quite get from it. There was still a lesson that was not learned during that time. They may have tried to run out of the connection or leave without fixing the issue, without resolving things that were happening within them, their fears, their insecurities, their self-love, codependencies. The reason your masculine keeps going back to this person or situation has a lot to do with themselves, has a lot to do with them not getting past or resolving their own issues. So yeah, there's many of you have these questions like, why, what's going on? They just don't leave, or this situation just never lets up. And it has a lot to do, nothing to do with you, nothing to do with, well, it has a little bit to do with other people, but mostly it takes that person. Your masculine has to be the one to step into his power, challenge that system, to wake up, to fix that issue, which I see that it has a lot to do with them really believing in these illusions with these people and with this world. And they have to, then that will be the time when there is harmony and when they're, you know, they'll be able to make that decision they need to make. So they're returning to this because they need to stop questioning the decisions that they make. So they, you know, they make the decision and then it's almost like a test. You're not supposed to second guess on the test. It's usually your first answer is usually the right one. And they, you know, that's part of what they're learning. That's part of what's going on. And it has a lot to do with the emotions as well. The Queen of Cups is a lot to do with feminine and the emotions, and the masculine has not been in touch with all of their emotions, hasn't been in touch with their feelings, with it, which is why they've, you know, rejected you, which is why they've ghosted you, which is why all this is still going on too. Them needing to accept their deeper inner emotions, their deeper inner feelings towards you. And this is part of what is going to be challenged and part of what is going to happen for the next year. As we see that there is still separation for many of you, and still some delays, but because it is necessary for the masculine needs more time to resolve these issues within themselves too. They have to accept it. We can't make them accept anything or make them see anything. It's almost like they have to see it themselves to believe it. And a lot of masculines are like this. A lot of people are like this in general, which explains why everything just takes so much time. Okay, that was a long one, but I feel like it was very necessary. So I'm going to, let me see, I'm going to go ahead and move forward to love messages, or, you know, how masculine be feeling towards you, towards the connection. Seven of Cups. Okay, so the masculine has choices, right? And they have many, many daydreams and fantasies about you and about choosing you, about taking that leap of faith and that risk of coming to you, of communicating, of being with you. So I feel like there are these, a lot of, you know, these fantasies they've had about you, about this connection. And I get that because I know I saw the star in here that was in reverse. And I feel like that dream didn't come true for them. That fantasy didn't come true to have you, to be with you, because they feel that intense attraction. They definitely feel this energy with you, wanted to come together, wanted to reconcile, reunite, have, you know, been daydreaming about, you know, these options, about this life they could have had with you. And again, it just, the star in reverse, it did not come to fruition. It didn't happen. And it just kind of flew away. It's almost like the opportunity kind of really flew away here. But look at this High Priestess. There will be truth, divine truth. They're going to come to this recognition, realization about you guys, about this connection, about how they feel. And again, like I said, it's really going to be necessary in that challenge of the 3D system, construct of society and people and karmic ties and things like that. That is necessary part, like I said. Three of Cups. I do feel like there will be a time of celebration. There will be a time of gathering and of love and harmony. And that comes after this period of recognition and truth that will be revealed to your masculine. Once that has come down, once they have let go finally of this illusion that they've been holding on to, what they thought they were supposed to have. All right, so let's get to the future of this connection next year throughout 2022. What should we be expecting? Six of Cups. Past love returns. A lot of nostalgia, reminiscing, a lot of missing you, thinking about the past memories. So we have a return of the masculine as a possibility. Eight of Wands, we have action. Six of Swords, still just like we were seeing before, the challenge of letting go. We do have the Wheel, completion. So yeah, there will be that challenge to let go. They'll be in deep thought about you a lot, more than even this year. Thinking back on conversations, thinking back on what you've said or how the masculine felt, dreaming about the past and about what could have been too between the both of you. The Wheel, there will be a completion. There will be this karma, these karmic cycles that are going to play out still, and that will complete, will come to that completion of that cycle. Everything coming together as it is supposed to. Everything comes back around to one another. Again, Six of Swords, just having issues, letting go. And this Two of Pentacles kind of explains that as well. This is balancing, they're balancing these decisions, these choices, money, love, or stability and love, you know, the 3D world versus this unconditional true love. And it can be very addicting, you know, being in that karmic cycle, a karmic situation. But I feel like the Eight of Wands, I feel like there will be action, there will be passion that just runs through them again for you, that really makes them want to come forward very rapidly, very quickly, being, you know, kind of sweeping off your feet type of energy. This explosion of desire and wanting for you is, you know, going to make its way through towards the masculine next year. And they're going to come into this incredible time period of great nostalgia and like everything that they felt, how they fell in love with you, how you guys met, or for some of you who haven't met yet, just how you've interacted, however that resonates for you. And it's going to really, it'll make them sad, and then it'll make them happy, and it'll just make them feel more desire, and everything is going to have an increase of frequency with the masculine to include closing off these karmic cycles. Speaking of which, I almost forgot I was going to use my Nightmare Before Christmas deck to do the karmic, a quick karmic update for you guys. Goodness. The moon in reverse. God, these stick to each other. The moon in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. And the Three of Needles, or Three of Swords. All right, so this is good. I'm going to tell you, because the moon in reverse is definitely them. Oh my gosh, it has the same meaning. It's the same thing, guys. Tearing down illusion, pulling off the mask. They're seeing right through this karmic person, or they're seeing right through this person who has been consistently, they've been battling, and, you know, am I leaving, am I not, that kind of thing. And they're no longer deceived by this entity, basically entity being anything, family, friends, career, partner. And I feel like they're, again, the High Priestess, they're being very intuitive coming up this next year. They're growing very quickly and starting to see the reality versus the illusion. And that's going to really break things apart. With this Three of Swords, we're seeing breakups, we're seeing separations, divorces, broken hearts, sadness and grief, yes, and pain. But it's necessary, and it's happening because the masculine is finally seeing the truth of this. And when they realize it, when they come to those terms, then they're going to probably, I mean, it's still going to be a battle. It's still going to take time to get through, to heal. But I feel like ultimately the end result is leaving that person from this blocked connection because of this karmic tie. The Hangman in reverse, they've been blocking, they have been, it has been a constant fight, you know, over what they think they're supposed to do and what they're actually meant to do. And I feel like they felt so stuck. They were just, you know, tied up, hard to escape, basically. And they're going to see right through this. They're going to see past that, and it's going to help them to depart, to break away from this person or people. Some of them, it's more than one. Yeah, they're no longer going to be restricted and tied down by this illusion of a world they have, you know, built up. So, with the people in it. All right, that is karmically speaking. Now we're going to start getting into our oracle cards here. We'll do our twin flame tarot, and we will at the end do our Astro Zodiac dice, so I hope you guys stick around for that. So yeah, let's head over to our next chapter of this reading. Okay, let's get our Twin Flame Tarot. Twin Flames, Divine Union. Okay, so I'm not going to take these in reversals because they are meant to have multiple meanings in its own way. Okay, Five of Wands, disharmony, tension, competition, and conflict. A lot of arguments. So yeah, here we come again with this karmic partner. Seeing a lot of disharmony there, seeing a lot of fighting, and the karmic person doesn't even care that the masculine is just down there crying their hearts out or whatever, just inside they're just dying. And they're gonna see, again, they're gonna see through this. They're gonna get through it. Yeah, they're gonna close that tie. It's been a burden, heavy lifting, heavy weight on their shoulders. They've had that put on their shoulders, you know, believing it was their responsibility. And in many ways, for many of them who've had families and stuff, it is a responsibility. But this other person that's been traumatizing them has been a heavy burden, and they're looking to close that out. Seven of Cups, again, opportunities, those options, choices, mysteries, and daydreams. So they have a choice to make. They've got a path that they're going to choose here, and it's definitely to do with this this path never taken, the unknown mystery path, which ultimately will lead to you ready to be autonomous, free-spirited, just get, you know, just take it all away, just let that burden go and gain that freedom to have their true love. I had a dream about true love last night, and I feel like it has a lot to do with what's coming up for twins, because I did see astrological signs. I did see the sky, the night sky with the stars, and I definitely saw two different entities here, one with true love, one with this Five of Wands here, and they're just seeing right through it, not seeing the BS anymore, and definitely coming to where they want to be, where they know they belong. All right, so let's move ahead. I'm going to use my tea leaf cards, see what else we can expect. Peace and harmony, wind chimes. Look at that. Just amazing. Peace and harmony. No more questioning of all of that. Beware of self-delusion. Dragon, look at that. They're going to be more aware of those illusions. They've believed in this lie for so long, and Spirit's going to be warning them, telling them that this is it's an illusion. Boat, money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Sounds like for some who have maybe karmic ties that they're married to, that things are going to go right, things are going to be okay. Not even just marriage, just whatever, if there's some kind of property, or they're just really, things are going to go their way, and there's going to be more stability, which helps them to feel better, feel more balanced, and I feel like it's really going to give them the space, the room they need to make that choice and that decision. So I see that that is a really good thing for the masculine. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. This path is being basically reconstructed for you guys to walk through. Mountain road. You are on the road to success. Wow. That's pretty amazing. So misunderstanding, there will be some misunderstandings between you and the masculine, or you'll be confused. Or someone in this connection may be confused about feelings or about the road ahead. We have Tower, success with effort and solid foundation. So yeah, a lot of success and solid foundations, but with that also comes, you can never have the good without the bad, period of ill health or depression. I'm getting that this depression has a lot to do with the ending of that karmic tie. It has a lot to do with that broken heart. There will be that period of, maybe that's where this misunderstanding is going to come from here, that it's not to do with you or anything like that. They're going to be going through a hard time. Your masculine may go through a period of depression here before they reach that solid foundation and that peace and harmony. But look at what you get out of this. Heart, love, deep affection, and caring. That feminine, that they're going to come towards you with this deeper, this harmony, peace, and love. And they are ready to give you that deep affection. They're ready to care. And I feel like this has a lot to do with you guys healing each other's hearts too, because your heart needs to be healed too, feminine. And I feel like with this harmony and peace, you guys are going to come together and heal greatly. You're already going to be healing. And I just feel like there's going to be this increase of energy and love between you and the masculine next year. And you're going to come to this mutual understanding eventually and see that you both were kind of in the same boat when it came to a lot of these things. And I feel like that harmony and grace will be reached between the both of you. Beautiful. So let's see how things are going to go in this separation next year. Ooh, okay. Separation. Miss you so much right now. Like I said, everything is going to be intensified come up next year. Everything, their feelings, their emotion, the signs, the synchronicities. You guys are going to sense the change. You're going to sense the shifts. Seeing signs of you everywhere I go. You're going to definitely feel the change that is coming for next year if you already have not. Yeah, this divine journey is challenging. I am learning so much. There we have that word challenging that was mentioned earlier. Everything is going to be challenged and brought down. Your strength and courage inspires me. So they've definitely been inspired through how you've left situations karmically, or through how you have taken care of yourself, how you've moved forward and moved on and really, really have healed yourself and have worked on yourself. And that is very encouraging, very inspiring for the masculine. So keep doing that, feminine. It's really, really helping them to gain the strength and courage to step up, to stand up to these, to what has been plaguing this connection. Fantasy, I fantasize making love to you all the time. Lots of fantasies, like I said before. They'll be having a lot more of those. Their desire is going to be increasing. You never thought that was possible, but it is. More dreams, more telepathy, more signs, and an increase in the sexual energy and this nostalgia. And you'll probably feel a lot of that sadness come through as well when they're thinking about it. Let's talk. Conversations, take a walk with me. So communication for many of you next year, especially those who didn't get it this year or for a while. They want to talk with you in private alone. They want to take a long walk and definitely have these conversations about truth and love and everything. All right. So let me get my next year, they will be losing interest in that person, equality. For some of you, this has to do with balance of masculine and feminine. Others, this definitely could mean same-sex connection that you guys may have. And that coming into more balance for those who have had a hard time with accepting that concept. They definitely, I feel like, will be coming more to terms with their masculine or their feminine and bringing that into more of a balance. We have autumn here. Maybe this fall symbolizes change, a shift. So there's going to be a powerful change and a powerful shift in the connection next year. And winter symbolizes endings to karmic cycles. Now this could play on the actual obsessive. Yeah, they're gonna kind of be obsessive. Look at that, Cupid strikes. That may actually be the autumn time frame or the winter time frame next year. But to me, this really does symbolize that great change that's coming. Change in perspective, perception, their perception of people, the illusions, right? Cupid strike. So I'm telling you, something major is going to come through. The masculine, heavy reminiscing. We have I miss you down that little note. They're going to be struck even harder. It's, for many of you, this fated alignment of union. I mean, it's incredible. And because the more you come into balance and harmony, the more the intensity of this connection grows. Yeah, they're going to be a bit obsessive over you, especially next year. So, masculine feeling lost, abandoned, and losing interest. They're losing interest in that past, in that old world that they've played into, feeling kind of lost and abandoned, not knowing where to turn, feeling lost without you as well. But like I said, there's definitely going to be a shift. There will be a change. And there's some, like, a large amounts of energy coming to the both of you. And it's really going to supercharge this connection and everything that they've been holding on to and all of this. And yeah, they were going to feel a little depressed and abandoned for a while, but they're going to pick it back up. And it's going to lead them what we're really hoping for, the right direction, the right direction this time. Okay, so I'm not going to use a lot of the other decks that I have used, but I am going to go ahead and get into the counterpart messages for you guys, and then the get that dice as well. Oh my god. Illusions. Yeah. Want to run away with you. Want to run away with you instead of running from you. So again, like I was saying before, they're going to stop running away. No more running. There's no more room to run. There's no more space. These things are happening here. Past lovers. Healing resentments from and wounds from past relationships will help you heal the connection between you and your divine counterpart. So you guys have, this is your past love, and you have many wounds and karmic ties from the past. These things are healing and helping the connection. Amazed at how perfect you are. Sometimes I feel as if it's not real. And that's funny. They've been in their own self-delusions and illusions from this other person, but they feel like you're the one that's not real because it seems just so perfect. But this is amazing. I numb myself to escape reality and my feelings. To escape reality. The illusions that they're falling under. They know what the reality of that connection is, or of the karmic tie is, and they're escaping it anyways. They're trying to numb themselves, drinking, whatever, working, escaping through work, all those things that numb them from the truth of how they feel. This is what they have been doing and what they, you know, feel like they have to do to move forward. But they will gain that clarity, that new perception. Illusions. Third eye chakra is going to be opening up big time within your masculine to take away that victim consciousness and for them to look deeper. So it's saying look on both sides. There is a greater perception here. Limited perception. They're going to have a change of perception to see reality. No longer escaping, no longer running away, but running towards. And truly seeing that truth. I just want to pick some of these up, see what's on the bottom. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So again, communication. Having those discussions with each other. Let me see. We have separation. Time apart from your partner on the horizon. Well, we already know that that is still a thing here. Very soon. Decide what you want. So I feel like this next year coming up, very quickly, a lot of things are going to start to change. You'll start to have those long conversations, heart to hearts with your masculine. Communication, some differences, effort, and communication again. Balance, coming into balance. We have hope. So hope of being together, healing. Yep, lots of healing being done. Communication's a big one, it seems like, coming up this next year. A lot of healing of that broken heart. Like I said, depression, sadness. Some differences have really set you guys apart in the past, have really played their part in blocking the connection. But with that right amount of effort, really, really laying the solid foundations and them accepting themselves and you accepting yourself unconditionally is going to heal all of that. And those differences are more of what brings you together, not what separates. And I feel like they're really going to see that. Yeah, they have a lot of regret for letting you go, for leaving, or for not expressing their feelings when they had the chance. But there's still hope. They have this, and look at that. I was telling you about my dreams, the stars, planets. There is this undying hope in your masculine too, of you guys coming back together. Communication coming in. I want to talk to you now. I'm going to text, call you soon. And that's my own handwriting. Yeah, communication. Let's get our untold truth. Can't stop thinking about you. You are the best thing in my life. Yeah. Okay. Want to feel that way again. Yeah. So they want to feel you. They want to feel the way they did when you guys came together or when you guys were together. I hope that you can forgive me one day. So for how they've behaved, how they've acted, them pulling away, them ghosting you, all these things they have felt sorry for. They have felt, you know, a lot of regret for treating you that way. And so a lot of this will definitely start to show through. They want to have these conversations and they hope to have another chance. animal lover. Many of them are. You see how perfectly this card like landed upright? You guys have incredible and very protected, look at that, connection. Spirit, sacred love, protected, divine love. Haven't been with anyone in a long time. So many of them will have been out of that connection for a long time before they see you again. And they just are gonna, they want tender love and care. And they want to give that back to you too. Your night will soon march in. So I mentioned that dream about true love, and this really does remind me of that. Not everything is fairy tale, no, it feels like one a lot of the time, but here just telling you that your masculine will come back in, and they're wanting to move things forward between the both of you. Look at that, morning. I pre-shuffle these and divine timing. I pre-shuffle these before I come into the reading, and I like to turn them over and always kind of discover what is showing on the other side. Sometimes, I don't know. It really is speaking and telling. Look at that, divine timing. All in divine timing. A lot of regrets, missing you a lot. Man, that has been emphasized so much. Like I said, there will be a huge increase of that. And 1111, divine timing. 1111 signifies meeting with your twin, signifies being on the right path, which we saw was happening for the masculine, and for you as well. We have spirit guide. So guided through spirit, things are definitely where they're meant to be. The connection went in all these crazy different directions, and I feel like things are going to start to be corrected now in 2022. You've never left my heart. Wasn't completely honest with you about feelings, things like that. You've never left the masculine's heart. You have been there. They'll be very focused on things. We already know this. Still have hope that we will be together. Hope that you'll be together. And that came out in the reading earlier as well. Hope to be together. Let's get a message of union for next year. Every time you were near me, my heart sped up, my body responded physically. I couldn't help but come close and want to touch you, but I couldn't because of my circumstances. So I just held back and hid all of my pent-up feelings from you. So this is talking about the past. These are things they're going to be thinking about in the past. Everything inside of them responded to you physically, emotionally, and things really started to change, and they could feel you closer, their desire, everything, the intensity, they wanted you really badly, but because of where you guys were at, because of where they were at, and circumstances, they couldn't. They were so close, couldn't touch you. Reminds me of, I just watched The Matrix Resurrection, and it's always like that, right? Trinity and Neo he told him he would put them real close, but they never quite touch. And when they do, though, it's definitely an explosion of energy and soul, everything in the soul, right? So pretty amazing. Okay, inner vibes, masculine desires, and I'm gonna roll those dice and then get your affirmation. Spiritual growth, my heart is yours again. And Look at that. You are my twin flame. So, and this divine love thing is new to me. I'm scared. So this really, I feel like your masculine will start to look up things about twin flames. They'll start to discover what they are, what it means. That is exactly what that message means to me. This divine love thing is new. I'm scared. Them finding out, figuring out what you guys are to one another. Spiritual growth. Through this growth, through their searching for their purpose, they will, I feel like many of them will run into this term here and figure out, start putting these together and see it for what it is, truth. So many of them feel like you are too good for them. And there are still some insecurities that they're battling and dealing with. So let's get masculine desire for the feminine. Fire, my desire is burning so hot for you right now. Yep, a lot of desire, a lot of pent-up desire for you. I need your strength, warmth, and unconditional love, divine feminine. Yeah, they will be craving your love, your touch. You have no idea what you do to me. So yeah, a lot of desire. You definitely turn them on. Erotic thoughts. I'm receiving erotic thoughts about you and me. And what does that do? It frustrates them. These desirous thoughts about you are driving me crazy. I'm receiving erotic thoughts about you and me, and they're driving me crazy. Wow. And you have no idea what you do to me. And they're really craving your spirit, your soul, and your love. Okay, so do these affirmations. Okay, so next year's prediction, do we need to know? Looks like we have Libra, and we have house 10, and the feminine, Venus. All right, so Libra energy is balance and harmony, channeling good feelings and finding peace amid chaos. So the masculine is going to be finding that peace amongst all of the chaos. They're truly going to be digging deep and looking for that harmony and balance, masculine and feminine. A lot to do with harmony. And once that balance is reached, that's when union comes forward. So this is talking a lot about fortune with the 10th house, success, career, concern with the environment, reputations, glory, things like that. So there's going to be a great concern for the masculine as far as their career goes, as far as their social, all the people in their group goes and things like that, co-workers, family, friends. So there will be a concern with that and finding a good balance between that and them seeking, to get out of those situations and to come forward. So they have to take care of that responsibility. They have to balance those things with their life in order for them to come forward. And then lastly, we get our Venus, feminine symbol for love, physical, mental attraction, relationships, beauty, and again, harmony. So an intensity of love, an intensity of that attraction for you is going to be felt between you and the masculine coming up in this next year. And lastly, feminine, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to get the affirmation for you. My heart is open and miracles will happen. Wow. So open your heart, or continue to open your heart, your mind to this connection. And this is saying that miracles will happen. The things that you least expect are going to happen in your life next year. So open your heart, open your soul. and these miracles will happen. Kind of written in the stars type of feeling here. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for watching this reading. I hope that it gives you a good, really good look at next year and all of the things that will be going on. Seems like an incredible start to a year that will happen. Write down all of what you guys wish will be happening for you guys here. Open your heart to that, see it happen, miracles occur. So thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and all of my links for my readings and decks and everything you need to know will be down in the description there. So again, thanks so much. And if you guys love this candle in the back here, I'm going to put her Etsy shop link for SMRisingGifts. She makes this and beautiful bowls that she's putting out there next year. They smell amazing, beautiful. They actually smell like roses, and or whatever she makes it with. This smells like cinnamon and apples, and it's very beautiful scent. You just have to light them outside because of the large wicks, but very beautiful, and they smell amazing. I love them. Really, really good. Highly recommend it. So I'll put her link there too. So guys, have a wonderful holiday, wonderful end of year, and I truly look forward to seeing you guys the next year with new readings with IMDG Tarot. So thanks so much, and I look forward to it.